test. Test two. Test. Hello. Hello. Are you on, Brian? Who's on? Somebody's on. Somebody's watching. My forehead's so red. Oh, well. All right. Well, whoever's watching, my name is Mike. This is Trivia Lunch because I'm going to eat lunch and ask trivia questions. Today we're having meatloaf. Hopefully you can hear me. Test. How about that? Is that any better? Brian, sweet. How's my audio? Sounds good in my ear, but is that super annoying? Probably. Let me know how that audio is. Loud and clear. How do I look? Oh, almost canceled out. I'm going to go to Facebook real quick, unless you think that's a bad idea. I just want to share it with some of my people, but I'll wait to hit enter on what you say. How's your day? Good? That's good to hear. It's not on YouTube, so whatever you're saying, I can't see. All right, here you go. Let's see here. Let me check to make sure you said that was okay. You cool if I post this link? All right. If you're bored, I'm eating lunch and asking trivia questions that my home slice Brian wrote. All right, here we go. We'll give that a few minutes. Not minutes. If you can hear me, I'm going to take that off. Just make sure that got posted. All right. I swear I read through these, and I'm still going to screw up Catherine O'Hara's first name from Shit Creek. Oop. Damn. I just gave away an answer. Rookie mistake. Hello, third viewer. We're going to kick off here in about 10 seconds. Oh, we already lost a viewer. Damn. All right, here we go. How did I open it yesterday? I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, welcome everyone to Trivia Lunch for Thursday, April 8th, or is it 9th? It's 9th, April 9th, 2020. We got nothing going on, so I'm going to eat meatloaf and ask you a bunch of trivia questions. 20 questions to be exact, plus 4 questions for our bonus round, which I think you'll enjoy. So without any more hubbub, let's get started with question number 1. It is from the movies category. In 2000, what website was sued by the star of the 1988 movie Young Einstein? Question number 1, again, movies for 10 points. In 2000, what website was sued by the star of the 1988 film Young Einstein? That's question number 1. Question number 2. Ooh, look at this. Back-to-back movie questions. Special day. Rare day. Question number 2, movies for 9. From 2002 to 2013, Martin Scorsese directed 6 featured films. All of them starred Leonardo DiCaprio, except for one, which happened in 2011. One more time, question number 2, movies for 9 points. From 2002 to 2013, Martin Scorsese directed 6 featured films, all of which starred Leonardo DiCaprio, except for what 2011 movie? Time for meatloaf time. Time for meatloaf. Think about that. That's on the hard questions. I get to have lunch. So you get time to think about the answer. For those just joining, I'm eating meatloaf that I made last night. It's terrible, but whatever. I'm also drinking one of my favorite things. This is the Montaigne Sparkling Water, Cucumber Lime. They're a Georgia company. Maybe we can get a sponsorship out of that. Question number 3. Names the same. This is worth 8 points. Names the same. Name for their cornucopious sound. A group of rattlesnakes shares its name with what Cuban dance style that literally means party? One more time. Number 3. Names the same. Named for their cornucopious sound, a group of rattlesnakes shares its name with what Cuban dance style that literally means party? Let's go to number 4. Television's the category. It's worth 7 points. Officer and a Gentleman, London Calling, and On the Wings of Love are all subtitles used in different seasons of what reality TV show? Good question. There's more to come. Meatloaf break. I'll try not to chew into the microphone like I just did. Let me read that again to you. Question number 4. Everyone gets bonus points, by the way. If while I'm talking, food shoots out right into the camera. Bonus points, 5 extra points. Question 4 again, television, 7 points. Officer and a Gentleman, London Calling, and On the Wings of Love are all subtitles used in different seasons of what reality TV show? Excuse me. That last word is not show, it is series. I don't know if that helps you a ton. Obviously, it's more than one show. Number 5, slogan, 6 points. What fast food restaurant is known for the slogan, "We have the meats"? It's so hard to do these without actually having the cadence of, I can give it away. We have the meats. Number 5 again, slogan, 6 points. What fast food restaurant is known for the slogan, "We have the meats"? And fantastic jalapeno poppers, I have to say. I know I probably just gave it away with that, but it's only worth 6 points, so big whip. Number 6, alive at the same time. Bernie Sanders' 2020 run is over. So sad. So tell me, was he alive at the same time as Herbert Hoover? One more time, number 6, alive at the same time, 6 points. Bernie Sanders' 2020 run is over. So tell me, was he alive at the same time as Herbert Hoover? By the way, we'll run through 10 questions. We'll go back, answer those 10, do the next 11 through 20, go through those answers, and then we'll hit the bonus round. Number 7, higher learning is the category. It's worth 7 points. What American university's name is French for Our Lady? All right, number 7 again, higher learning. What American university's name is French for Our Lady? Number 8, movies, 8 points. The music store employee played by Liv Tyler is all fired up for Rex Manning Day in what 95 film? Number 8 again, movies for 8 points. The music store employee played by Liv Tyler is all fired up for Rex Manning Day in what 1995 film? Number 9, books, the category. It's worth 9 points. Good question, too. Edited by Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, who wrote the autobiography Moonwalk. Number 9 again, books, 9 points. Edited by Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, who wrote the autobiography Moonwalk. Number 10, this is our last question of the first half. I'll give you the answers to the first 10, and then we'll go right into the second half. Question 10 is a sports question. It's worth 10 points. After Bill Belichick, who is the longest tenured head coach with the same team currently in the NFL? One more time, question number 10, sports, 10 points. After Bill Belichick, who is the longest tenured head coach with the same team currently in the NFL? Great question. All right, let's go over the answers. Another bite of meatloaf. That bite was a little too big. Sorry for the delay and my rude manners. This meatloaf is actually better today than it was last night. Is that normal for meatloaf? I feel like there is a food that leftovers are better than the original, but that's another conversation for another day. All right, question 1, movies for 10 points. 2000, what website was sued by the star of the 1988 movie Young Einstein? That would be Yahoo. His name is Yahoo Serious. Proper name. Question number 2, movies for 9 points. From 2002 to 13, Martin Scorsese had Leo in all of his films except for what movie? Oh, man. Hugo. I barely remember that movie. Probably because it wasn't a Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Question number 3, names the same. Name for their cornucopia sound. A group of rattlesnakes shares its name. The answer, the Roomba. That's actually the only dance I know how to do, like formal dance, but nobody cares about that. So let's go to question 4, television for 7 points. Officer and a Gentleman, London Calling, and On the Wings of Love are all subtitles used in different seasons of what reality TV series? That would be The Bachelor. Number 5, slogan, 6 points. What fast food restaurant is known for the slogan, "We have the meats"? That would be Arby's. Don't forget the jalapeno poppers. Alive at the same time, 6 points for this answer. Bernie Sanders, 2020 run is over. So tell me, was he alive at the same time as Herbert Hoover? Sanders was born in 1941. Herbert lived until 1964. So yes is the answer. Well done. Assuming you got that right. Number 7, higher learning. What American university's name is French for Our Lady? That would be the University of Notre Dame. Number 8, movies, 8 points. The music store employee played by Liv Tyler is all fired up for Rex Manning Day in what 1995 film? That would be Empire Records. Question number 9, books for 9 points. Edited by Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, who wrote the autobiography Moonwalk. Best question of the first half. The answer is Michael Jackson. See, you were thinking of Space Connection, weren't you? I mean, I was. I'm probably the only one that did that thought process. Number 10, sports, 10 points. Second place for the best question of the first half. After Bill Belichick, who is the longest tenured head coach with the same team currently in the NFL? The choke artist himself, Sean Payton of the New Orleans Saints. Not stank. Well, I guess it could work as well. That's the first half. Well done. If you got any of those right, hopefully you got at least a couple. Let's go to question 11, state capitals question or category for 10 points. What are the 2 U.S. state capitals? I'm going to stop right here. Listen very carefully. It's a little confusing. It makes perfect sense, but it takes a little bit of processing. What are the 2 U.S. state capitals whose names begin with the same letter as the ending letter of the state it belongs to? See what I mean? I'll read this again. Question number 11, state capitals for 10 points. What are the 2 U.S. state capitals whose name begins with the same letter as the ending letter of the state it belongs to? I think that's a good opportunity for a meatloaf break. I'll read that one more time for you. A little confusing. Plus, I want another bite of meatloaf. Number 11, state capitals, 10 points. What are the 2 U.S. state capitals whose names begin with the same letter as the ending letter of the state it belongs to? Great question. Well done, Brian. Not as good as this meatloaf, though, I'll tell you that. Oh, crap. This is the question I'm going to stumble over. Number 12. You know what? This is going to take like an ASMR trivia thing. Me chewing food and swallowing sparkling water that's way overpriced for sparkling water. It's not overpriced, but it's more expensive than the others is what I'm saying. All right, let's go. Question 12, television for, 9 points. Eugene Levy, or is it Levy? I always get them confused. And Catherine O'Hara ended their run as Johnny and Maura Rose on what sitcom that aired its final episode this week? Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara ended their run as Johnny and Maura Rose on what sitcom that aired its final episode this week? I'm sure there's a lot of people yelling at me. Well, not a lot, because not a lot of people are streaming right now, but the pronunciation, my bad. It's a common occurrence. Get used to it. Number 13, stage names is the category. It's worth 8 points. Recent Grammy winner Montero Lamar Hill is better known by what stage name? Question 13 again, stage names for 8 points. Recent Grammy winner Montero Lamar Hill is better known by what stage name? Well, we have a viewer asking a question. Should we be answering publicly or just keeping track? Well, Jim, it's you and Brian in the chat room. So if you guys want to duke it out, Brian's going to win because he wrote the questions. So, yeah, you could figure the rest out. Let's go on to question 14, organizations for 7 points. Friends of Bill W. Friends of Bill W. is a phrase commonly referred to people involved with what mutual aid fellowship organization? Friends of Bill W. is a phrase commonly referred to people involved with what mutual aid fellowship organization? Hey, you chat room, let me know if this chewing gets a little much. There's only a few peppers in here, but whatever. I'm eating meatloaf, by the way, Jim. It's not very good. It's better today. That's a long story. Just watch the beginning of the film. Question 15, movie, 6 points. Excuse me, food for 6 points. If you're dining on mutton, M-U-T-T-O-N, then you're tasting the delicious meat of what animal? Question 15, again, food for 6 points. If you're dining on mutton, then you're tasting the delicious meat of what animal? Number 16, world leaders for 6 points. Great question. Well done, Brian. What world leader released a judo instructional DVD in 2008 to celebrate their 56th birthday? Number 16, again, world leaders for 6 points. What world leader released a judo instructional DVD in 2008 to celebrate their 56th birthday? Multitasking over here. Sorry about that. Question number 17, food and drink for 7 points. Introduced in 2011, what name is given to the largest cup size in Starbucks that can hold over 30 ounces? One more time, 17, food and drink, 7 points. Introduced in 2011, what name is given to the largest cup size in Starbucks that can hold over 30 ounces? Number 8, science for 8 points. What element on the periodic table comes last alphabetically? What element on the periodic table comes last alphabetically? Number 19, music, 9 points. The British band Squeeze was the first band to be featured on what live music series that debuted in 1989? Number 19, again, music, 9 points. The British band Squeeze was the first band to be featured on what live music series that debuted in 1989? And finally, question 20, a video game question for 10 points. Oh, great question. What 1993 first-person shooter game was named after the pool cue used by Tom Cruise's character in The Color of Money? Question 20 again, video games, 10 points. What 1993 first-person shooter game was named after the pool cue used by Tom Cruise's character in The Color of Money? All right, that's the second half. We got the bonus round to go. Let's go back and answer questions 11 through 20. State capitals, 10 points. What are the 2 U.S. state capitals names, whose names begin with the same letter as the ending letter of the state it belongs to? Great question. Springfield, Illinois. That's where winners are born, or at least live. And Atlanta, Georgia, where losers are living. Question 12, television, 9 points. The Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hare television show that ended this week, Schitt's Creek, excuse me. Number 13, stage names. Recent Grammy winner Montero Lamar Hill is better known by what stage name? That would be Lil Nas X, also from Atlanta, I believe. Question 14, organization, 7 points. Friends of Bill W. is a phrase commonly referred to people involved with what mutual aid fellowship organization? That would be Alcoholics Anonymous. Well done on getting clean and getting that answer right. Question 15, movies for 6 points. If you're dining on mutton, you're dining on sheep. I thought it was a fish. Am I getting that confused with something else? Help me out, Brian. Question 16, world leader, 6 points. What world leader released a judo instructional DVD in 2008 to celebrate their 56th birthday? Happy birthday, Vladimir Putin. I will refrain from joking so I don't die. Question 17, food and drink, 7 points. Introduced in 2011. What name is given to the largest cup size in Starbucks? That would be Trenta. Question 18, science, 8 points. What element on the periodic table comes last alphabetically? That would be zirconium. Zirconium. If you put Z down, I'd probably give you the points. Question 19, music for 9 points. The British band Squeeze was the first band to be featured on what live music series that debuted in 1989? That would be MTV Unplugged. Great series, too. Question 20, video games for 10 points. What 1993 first-person shooter game was named after the pool cue used by Tom Cruise's character in The Color of Money? The correct answer, Doom. All right, there we go. First 20 questions and answers. How'd you do? Good? Okay, let's move on to the bonus round. I got a category and 4 questions. You wager points on this category. If you get 3 of the answers right, you'll get your wager. If you get all 4 right, you get your wager plus an extra 25 points. Oh, my God. Your bonus category is 3 for 1. I'll give you 3 things named after a famous person. You tell me who that person is. 3 for 1. I'll give you 3 things named after a famous person. You tell me who that person is. Neglected my meatloaf. Oh, well. Question number 1 for the bonus round. A magazine, a girls' academy in South Africa, an effect that turbo boosted Barack Obama's 2008 campaign. Those 3 things named after what famous person? Number 2, the SI unit of force, 3 laws of motion, and an old line of Apple PDAs. Number 3, a pixelish men's haircut, an under-punctuated Vegas resort, a month. A pixelish men's haircut, an under-punctuated Vegas resort, a month. Number 4, final question for the bonus round. An Atlantic U.S. state, Shakespeare's era, a Cate Blanchett movie. An Atlantic U.S. state, Shakespeare era, Cate Blanchett movie. Feast on that for a second. I've learned I've got to do smaller bites if I'm going to eat and host trivia at the same time. Cue the big mouth jokes. All right, here we go again. Run through these one quick time. A magazine, a girls' academy in South Africa, an effect that turbo an effect that turbo boosted Barack Obama's 2008 campaign. That's number one. Number two, the SI unit of force, three laws of motion, an old line of Apple PDAs. Number three, a pixelish men's haircut, an under-punctuated Vegas resort, a month. Number four, an Atlantic U.S. state, Shakespeare's era, and a Cate Blanchett movie. There we go. There's your bonus round. Hopefully you've had enough time to figure out all four answers, because we're going to give the answers right now. Question one, a magazine, the Girls Academy in South Africa, and Barack Obama's campaign. That would be Oprah Winfrey. Number two, an SI unit of force, three laws of motion, Apple PDAs. That would be Isaac Newton. Number three, the haircut, under-punctuated Vegas resort, and a month. That would be Julius Caesar. And number four, an Atlantic U.S. state, Shakespeare's era, Cate Blanchett movie. That would be Queen Elizabeth I of England. And that's Virginia, by the way. There you go. The first official trivia lunch brought to you by Meatloaf and Montaigne Sparkling Water. It's been real. I'll see you maybe tomorrow, maybe never. Thanks for tuning in.